All right, and yep, just still working on the face, just getting more refined, getting more details, starting to get a pretty good likeness. Working on the proportions again. That ear is a little bit too big. I'll resize it down. Fix the hair. Make the ear come out a little bit. Get rid of some of the lines. Some of you are probably curious about the brushes I use. Well, in this case, I'm just using a regular standard basic brush, and I tend to rotate between 30% opacity and 100% opacity. And I've found through experience that really the best way to get nice, smooth gradients is to use a large brush. You really can't get those with a small brush just because you have to mark it so much. And a good handy little trick to increase the size and decrease the size of your brushes is to use the left and right bracket key. You use the left bracket key to make your brush smaller, and you use the right bracket key to make your brush bigger. It makes it so much easier and so much faster to work. So, yeah, just a good little tip for anyone who likes to paint. You see what I'm doing here? I'm using the Quick Mask tool. This was kind of a little technique that I stumbled on while I was working on this portrait. It's a lot easier and a lot nicer than the rectangular marquee tool because you don't get any of those nasty edges that you have to clean up after you use the rectangular marquee tool. So in order to use the quick mask, all you do is you press B for brush, then you press Q to get into quick mask mode. Now all you do is you can paint on to your portrait or whatever you're working on, and it'll create the semi-transparent red color. Now when you press Q again, you'll see this selection mask around the area that you painted. And then just go ahead and drag one of the handles, and it'll resize and reposition whatever you grabbed. Really, really quite nice. I'm glad I stumbled upon it while I was working on this. All right, now I'm really starting to get into the details. You can definitely see a very sharp likeness. This person is starting to get some kind of personality. I'm using the quick mask tool again, as you can see, repositioning the eye, and no nasty marks. Fixing the hair a little bit. Oh, and that's actually his ear. Hmm. Adding some more details to the hair. Add some highlights, some softness. Add some more highlights there. Really trying to make it look more like hair. So yeah, a lot of these changes I'm doing are actually rather subtle. So it was because I had that solid foundation that now when I go back, I don't have to do any major erases and major changes to it because most of it is already there, and now I just have to build on it, and it looks great. Okay, at this point the face is pretty much done. So I'm just going to go in and work on the body, add some more details, work on the collar there, add some highlights to really make the jacket pop out a little bit more from the background, give it some more depth. As you can see, I'm still playing pretty loose with this, not too many details. As you've probably seen over the course of the video that I zoom out and then zoom back in really quick. Well, in reality, see, there we go, I'm zooming out and then going back in. In reality, what I'm doing is I'm zooming out to look at it. And this video is, I've speeded it up probably about 10 times. So what I'm doing is I'm zooming out, I'm looking at it for a while, stepping back from the computer, seeing what needs to be changed. Now, this is a crucial part of being an artist. You have to do this all the time because when you're working in details, you get so sucked into the details that you lose track of the big picture. That's why I said earlier, you want to work on on all of it at once, right? So really, you have to do that. When you're working on this, you have to step back, look at the picture as a whole, ask yourself what needs to be fixed, and then go back down, look at it again, and then try to fix it.